Hey everyone, we need to talk about a change to Social Security that's already causing a lot of frustration. If you or someone you know relies on Social Security benefits, this is something you'll want to know about because it could make managing your payments a lot more difficult. So here's what's happening. Social Security is cutting phone services for updating direct deposit information. That means if you need to change the bank account where your benefits are deposited, you can't just call in anymore. Now, you'll have to either update it online through the My Social Security portal or go in person to a Social Security office. Now, the official reason behind this? Fraud prevention. Social Security says that 40% of direct deposit fraud happens over the phone, with scammers pretending to be someone else and redirecting payments. So instead of verifying identities over the phone, they're removing that option entirely. But here's the problem. This decision is making life harder for the very people who rely on these services the most. You see, a lot of older Social Security recipients don't use the internet regularly, and some don't even have access to a reliable computer or smartphone. And if they do, navigating online banking and security features can be overwhelming. For someone who's been handling their finances by phone for years, suddenly being forced to use an online system isn't just inconvenient, it's a real barrier. And then there's the issue of in-person visits. Social Security offices are already known for long wait times, and now, with more people needing to go in person just to update banking details, it's only going to get worse. Some folks have already waited hours just for basic assistance. Imagine adding thousands more people to that system. And what about those who physically can't get to a Social Security office? People with disabilities, those without reliable transportation, or seniors in rural areas where the nearest office might be hours away, this change makes it incredibly difficult for them to make simple updates to their benefits. Now, protecting against fraud is important, but why not improve phone security instead of removing it? Some are saying they could have introduced two-factor authentication, requiring a verification code or a second form of ID, instead of shutting down the phone option altogether. Banks do this all the time, so why couldn't Social Security? And something else people are worried about, is this just the beginning of more Social Security service cuts? First, they take away the ability to update direct deposit over the phone. What's next? Will they cut back on in-person services? Some are saying this feels like a slow process of making things harder, little by little, until the system is so difficult to use that people give up on trying to get the help they need. So what can you do if you need to update your direct deposit information? If you have internet access, the easiest way is to log into your My Social Security account and update it online. Make sure you have a strong password and enable extra security features if they're available. If you can't do it online, your only other option is to go in person to a Social Security office. If that's the case, try to go early to avoid long wait times, bring all your documents with you, and if possible, call ahead to make sure you have everything you need so you don't have to make multiple trips. And whether you update your information now or not, make it a habit to check your direct deposits regularly. If anything looks off, contact your bank immediately. Now, what do you think? Do you agree with Social Security's decision, or do you think they're making things harder for people who need these services? Let me know in the comments, and if this was helpful, hit the like button and share this with someone who might need to hear it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.